Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow.
So later in this video, if you'll keep watching, you're gonna see something that just makes my blood boil. Something bad happened to Jazzy. So keep watching to see what happened. Howdy y'all. Today I am in search of hot springs. Yes, hot springs. I have numerous hot springs mapped out. Hopefully I can find them because I am now in an area with no cell service. And so if I lose my map or something, I might be in trouble. But I've got several that I'm going to look for today, or at least, you know, once I get to one that I like, that might be the last one I look for. I don't know. And then I'm hoping to camp at a place that's after about 3 of them that I've got mapped out today. And then I think I've got about 3 mapped out for tomorrow, 2 or 3. And then another place to camp. Again, I might, you know, hopefully I won't have too much of a problem. Gosh, this is pretty. Because I don't have cell service and won't have for the next 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to show you the view real quick. Part of what I was looking at is those black hills over there. It just looks like black sand. I mean, they're hills. I say hills. They're mountains. So incredibly pretty. So tell me, what are you up to today? I hope you're having great adventures every day, and at least beautiful days every day. Where I've been driving, there along this road, I don't even know what highway it is, but there has been so much BLM land. And part of it was by this beautiful reservoir. I tell you, if I would have had an extra night to spend, I probably would have spent there, but I actually am on a mission. Besides the hot springs, I am going up to Cascade, Idaho to hang out with some friends. And I've heard that it's absolutely gorgeous up there, really neat rock formations and stuff like that. So yeah, it's always exciting. I love summertime whenever I get to explore and see new things. I always try to take new roads, which part of what I'm doing today is not new roads to me. However, part of it will be, well, no, all of today I've been over the road before. But that's okay because I'm doing different things. And I'm kind of seeing it a little differently today than last time. Last time I went through the area that I'm in right now. Oh, there's a big, huge fly. I mean, it's like huge. It's big, about the biggest horsefly I think I've ever seen. Maybe it's a bee. No, it's a fly. I don't even know when and how it got in here. Anyway, so a couple of years ago when I was going through here, I was in a little caravan with a couple of other ladies, and so I was probably focusing a little more on the caravan than I was on the drive. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. I love Idaho. Have y'all been to Idaho? I mean, really, so far, just about everything that I have seen in Idaho, I really, really like. So if you ever get a chance, go explore Idaho. And there's a lot of hot springs, free hot springs in Idaho. Although I think, you know, they close a lot of them down. Like looking for information on them sometimes is a little difficult. Because people who know about hot springs, they don't talk about them much, which I can't say as I blame them. Because you don't want places to get shut down because people abuse them. And for some reason, it seems like people do that at hot springs, and I think a lot of it is just young people partying. Here comes another pretty view. There's some clouds, so I'll flip it around. That's picture worthy, but I'm not. There's no place to stop right this minute to to take a picture, and by the time I found a place, the right view would be gone, as always seems to be the case. For the record, I finally found out what road I'm on. This is Highway 93 in like southern Idaho. So, if you're wondering where all this BLM land is that I speak of, and I would say it's between Arco, Idaho and Stanley, Idaho. That's a pretty long space of time, or whatever, roadway. But yeah, I mean, I just have seen BLM sign after BLM sign after BLM sign. So a lot of camping opportunities around here. Sorry for the crooked camera. Okay, I wanted to remind y'all of the hot springs video that I did last year. It was Goldbug Hot Spring around Salmon, Idaho. The coolest hot spring I have ever experienced. And you know, I showed my vulnerable side in that video because it was a tough hike for me. It was, I think, just a couple of miles each way, so about 4 miles round trip, I think. But it was like a 1,350 foot elevation gain or something like that. And at the time, it was just, I carried a backpack that had more stuff in it than I should have carried, and so my back was killing me. But yeah, it's still, I think that will forever be my ultimate hot spring experience. I hope to go back and do it again sometime, hopefully with a friend, and hopefully earlier in the day where it will be cooler, and hopefully without quite so much of the back pain that I had the last time. This little canyon here is pretty rocky. I'm now on Highway 75 in Idaho. So I'm headed west on Highway 75 towards Stanley. One thing that might happen today as I'm looking for hot springs is they may be covered in too much water. The snowmelt, between snowmelt and heavy rains this spring, the river may be too high to find the hot springs. That's something that I read about on, I know probably at least 2 or 3 of the ones that I was looking at. And so, yeah, I may end up just being out of luck, because I can tell that the water is pretty high, it's rushing pretty fast. So hopefully I'll find at least one today and at least one tomorrow. That would be lovely. If I don't, oh well. Still an adventure. Deadman Hole Recreation Site.
Let's take it. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now.
Wasn't planning on being somewhere in the near distant future in a couple of days. I would go ahead and stay here because this is gorgeous, and I always like being by water.
No concerned, like we're gonna drown, but we both know how to swim. No worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow.
Clayton, population 7. I'm about halfway through it, and I'm wondering how there can only be 7 people here. Looks like more than that to me. Cute little place. I think they need to update their population sign, but that's me. I'm a little bit PO'd right now. I believe my dog is high. We went for a walk a few hours ago. After we came back, she ate her dinner like normal. A little while later, she came outside to throw up. That was the result of her throw up. Anyway, we had been doing off-leash training, and it's not as obvious now, but it's like she can barely stand up. A little while ago, she was like the Leaning Tower of Pisa or something. She's kind of been, see, now you can see her shaking and stuff. She's been kind of moaning and groaning and staring off into space. And come here. Come here. Oh, there she goes. Yeah, she's not feeling good. So, I'm not a happy camper right now. You people camping that smoke pot, be responsible. Bury your poop. I mean, really, anybody that smokes, really, anybody that camps, you're either supposed to, you know, do your business in a proper container, like in your RV or whatever, or bury your poop 6 to 8 inches deep. That's 6 to 8 inches of soil covering it. Otherwise, you get things like a messed up puppy. It's not fair to her, people. Look at her. So, I'm hoping that she'll be able to sleep it off and be okay in the morning. I'm sure she will. Meanwhile, it's a lovely day around here, but hard to enjoy it when you're mad. Go to bed. Let's go. Come on. Up, up. Let's go up, up. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Are you coming? That's not like her at all. She doesn't just sit there. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Am I going to have to carry you? I think I'm going to have to carry her. Seen a lot of rafters today. I was driving by just as it's starting to be get out time, I think. It's about midday. And so, for the half-day rafters. But yeah, I saw quite a few floating. This is a nice little rest area. There's a trail with steps that lead down to there. Nice little place. Alright, that used to be a dam. I think over there is where they opened it up to let the water through. And I read some information about it. I'll take a picture. And you can pause and read it if you'd like.
Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.
I was here a couple of years ago, and I do believe it is flooded, the hot spring. I'm gonna look.
I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby,
I'm pretty sure there was an area down that way, plus one back the other way. So I'm looking around to see if I can find any evidence of being able to soak, because I would really like to do that today. Oh yeah, people are soaking. I go ahead and get my swim trunks on. And yeah, I see some steam. Ooh, nice. Yeah. So I will do a little soak here today. Yay! Yeah, where I went the last time was off over that way, but off over that way it looked like it was not. It looked like it was probably covered, like flooded out. I think I was wrong. I think, yeah, there's a tub of sorts down there and a pipe. So, yeah, I could probably go down there. I think the other one will be easier to get to. but we'll see. I'll go to one or the other. They've added these things. I think I might go ahead and try down here. Nobody's over here right now. So, cool. I'm excited. I'm at Sunbeam Hot Spring in Idaho, and I'm enjoying a nice little soak. There are open pools, plus there are a couple of these little tanks. There's another one over there. I opted for one of the tanks because I felt of it. It's nice and clean. Somebody must scrub it out pretty regularly. And enjoying the scenery. And enjoying the soak. Here's where the water comes from. And when I got here, the pool was already pretty warm, but I stuck the pipe back into the pool to warm it up some more. So right now there's hot water coming in. Yeah. I'm a happy soaker right now. Hopefully this evening I'll be a happy camper after some nice relaxation here. It's beautiful. Loving the hot springs. I had to stick my feet out for a few minutes to cool off a little bit, even though it's chilly outside. This is awesome. I sure hope you're enjoying your day, because I know I'm enjoying mine. Shalom, y'all. I sure enjoyed that soak. Matter of fact, I'm having to turn on the air conditioner because I'm hot and the window's rolled up. And my fan is off, so it won't make noise. But I think I'm going to skip the other two hot springs that I was going to try to find today, since I already found one and got to get a good soak on. They're both within just a few miles. I think the next one's about 3.5, 4 miles up the road. So I'll probably be watching for it, but I don't plan on stopping. You know, already got redressed and all that good stuff. So I'm going to look for a place to camp tonight and probably do another soak tomorrow if I can find one of the hot springs that I have mapped out for tomorrow. I'm so glad that the river wasn't too high to flood out the hot springs. This one, the side that I went on, like I showed you earlier, there were two sides to it, and the side that I went on, it was coming up, you know, from a cliff, as you could see. And so since they had the tubs there, it was nice and warm. I went ahead and got into one of the little pools that was below the tub, and even though it was pretty small and the water was coming right into it, it was pretty cold. So I guess this water is really cold right now. I'll flip it around and let you see the river for a minute. Yeah, so that water must be really cold right now. I didn't get all the way into the cold part of the river. I didn't want to cool off that much. Good times. I just love stuff like this. Okay, this right over here is Cove Creek, and it does look flooded out. But it's got a little bathroom, pit toilet. So it's probably nice during the summer or the winter, either one. Whenever it's a little lower. Entering Lower Stanley. I guess I will be camping on the other side of Stanley. Wonder if there's any place to buy eggs around here. I was through here a couple of years ago. I think there is a grocery store, perhaps on the far end of town. I don't remember though. But I've still got some eggs, so I will probably just wait till another time. Yeah, there's a country store and motel. I've got enough eggs for a few days. I think about 4 days worth. Gorgeous. See y'all down the road. Peace out.
I know I'm not easy. I drag you out are days I hate you, but baby,